Here's Diddy with Aaliyah and J-Lo. Now, here's another one with Jay-Z in this back this time. Same party from decades ago, by the way. Or check out this one with all the big deviants Cat was telling y'all about on Diddy's infamous white bed. These still pictures are from one of Diddy's early parties. Parties which recent lawsuits show are an avenue to traffic and abuse minors. They provide proof with pictures that in the modern day, his parties still involve minors and sex workers. But what about Jay-Z? Is he still down with that life? Some rumors say that he's worse than Diddy. Well, let's find out. Diddy, J-Lo, and Jay-Z. With Diddy behind bars, many secrets are coming to the surface. And now, even Jay-Z and J-Lo have been implicated in Diddy's crimes. Internet sleuths have been doing some digging, and it seems the two have some questions to answer. One of the first clues was 50 Cent insinuating that Jay-Z was avoiding Diddy after his houses were raided by the feds a few months back. According to 50, Jay-Z wasn't picking up Diddy's calls.
Jay-Z ain't answering the phone?
He ain't answering the phone.
He inquired about Jay-Z's whereabouts amidst Diddy's trouble. In a post Fifth shared on Instagram, Jay's face is on a milk carton with the caption, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL." Puff said that ain't answering his phone. In another post, 50 Cent posted an image of Jay-Z and captioned it, "Here's Jay-Z, last reported seen waving at Puffy's jet." 50 Cent was referring to the rumor that Puff had fled the country on his private jet. Diddy and 50 Cent are industry besties, and they don't try to hide it. So when Diddy was arrested, the internet knew that Jay-Z would be implicated in his crimes, and the evidence that netizens have unearthed shows that Jay-Z may have known and even taken part in Diddy's freak-offs. Hours after Diddy was put in cuffs, these photos featuring Jay-Z, Diddy, J-Lo, and Aaliyah went viral. Aaliyah was a household name before she tragically and mysteriously died in a plane crash in 2001. However, she was also famous for her marriage to Diddy and Jay-Z's industry buddy, R. Kelly. In 1994, when R. Kelly was 27, he secretly married the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah. The ceremony took place in Chicago, and the marriage was shrouded in secrecy. Vibe magazine later uncovered that Aaliyah had lied about her age on the wedding certificate, listing herself as 18. The marriage was annulled in February 1995, but the scandal stained Kelly's reputation. The circumstances surrounding the marriage were even more disturbing. A former tour manager for Kelly testified at his trial that he had bribed a government worker in 1994 to obtain a fake ID for Aaliyah, enabling the illegal marriage. Despite the annulment, Aaliyah's career flourished, and she often dodged questions about her relationship with Kelly. Ironically, Kelly wrote and produced Aaliyah's debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Despite knowing that his friend R. Kelly had taken advantage of Aaliyah, Jay-Z still tried to get with her. And just like R. Kelly, Jay-Z has also been caught up in rumors of getting with underage girls. And one rumor that has caught on is his affair with Foxy Brown. Jay-Z's controversial relationship with Foxy Brown, a rising star in the music industry, started when she was just 16 years old and he was 27. The disturbing nature of this relationship is further compounded by reports that Jay-Z paid Foxy Brown a significant amount of money to keep their relationship a secret. This revelation was later confirmed by Jay-Z's longtime friend and former business partner Dame Dash, who got defensive when asked about Jay and Foxy's affair.
At what age was Foxy Brown signed?
I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
But that's...
I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know
Stop
you did.
putting
I'm
me
just
in that.
asking a
You keep asking
question.
because I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody. I don't know
You the
nothing about
boss.
that. Yo, don't beat around the bush. Say what you want
I'm
to say.
just
What do you
asking.
mean by that question?
I was just asking.
What are you insinuating?
I'm
when
not
you asking
insinuating.
about
I just
Foxy
asked
Brown?
Despite Dame Dash being defensive about the Foxy Brown question, Nick went ahead and spoke his mind and blew the scandal wide open.
I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
Diddy, Jay-Z, and R. Kelly have a lot in common because in one of the lawsuits filed against Diddy by his former producer, Lil Rod, there are allegations that Diddy was messing around with underage girls. Lil Rod accused Diddy of engaging in sexual misconduct, forcing drug use, and grooming. It is claimed that Diddy regularly partied with sex workers and underage girls, requiring them to sign non-disclosure agreements. Even Diddy's neighbors revealed that underage girls would be brought to the house in busloads at 3 in the morning.
Tell them stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit pop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor.
And it turns out Diddy and Jay-Z have even more in common. They both might be gay. According to Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy was sleeping with male celebrities such as Usher, Meek Mill, and Stevie J. One excerpt from the lawsuit reads, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper, redacted, R&B singer, redacted, and Stevie J. In the footnotes, the description for Rapper 5 reads, he is a Philadelphia rapper who who dated Nicki Minaj, and the description for the R&B singer Six reads, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Well, Meek Mill is from Philly, and he dated fellow rapper Nicki Minaj from 2014 to 2016. An insider at E! News attributed the split to constant fighting. They were fighting on and off for a little while about a few topics that upset Nicki. They had a bigger fight and then called it quits, the source said. But what about the R&B singer mentioned in the lawsuit? The lawsuit says that the singer in question performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Las Vegas residency. Everyone's eyes turned to Usher, who fit the description. In 2024, performed at the Super Bowl, and in 2022, he had a successful Las Vegas residency titled. Jay-Z has also faced allegations of being gay, and one of the people who exposed him was none other than 50 Cent. According to Fifth, Jay is trying hard to look like a famous gay painter.
You image yourself after a gay painter. Your big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
His remarks alluded that Jay-Z was mirroring the looks of Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat was a famous painter who, despite openly having had romantic relationships with many women, including Madonna, was known to be gay. And looking at Jay-Z's now look, it's hard to dispute 50 Cent's claims. And if you're wondering where J-Lo fits into all this, you're in for a big surprise. Diddy and Jennifer Lopez were once dating. However, the couple split in 2001 after 2 years together. In a 2003 interview with Vibe, Lopez opened up about why they went their separate ways, telling the outlet that Diddy wasn't faithful to her. I never caught him cheating, but I just knew. He'd say he was going to a club for a couple of hours and then never came back that night, she recalled. I had to think, do I want to be home with kids in 10 years wondering where somebody is at 3 in the morning? Despite their breakup, the two have remained close friends, even going live on Instagram together during the pandemic. Many people on the internet claim that J-Lo knew all along what Diddy was up to, but she was covering for him. Lopez has been caught covering for Diddy once and saved the Bad Boy Records founder years in prison. This is none other than the infamous 1999 club shooting, the Diddy and J-Lo club shooting.
I want to say to you all face to face, I had nothing to do with a shooting that night in a nightclub, nor did Jennifer.
Obviously, nobody really wants to be arrested or handcuffed or, go through all that kind of stuff. It's a really traumatic experience.
For many, the 1999 club shooting involving Diddy and his then girlfriend J-Lo was settled as Diddy was not found guilty of anything. However, the new Lil Rod lawsuit paints a different picture. Turns of Shine, Diddy's 19-year-old rap protege, was unfairly sentenced. So what exactly does the Lil Rod lawsuit reveal about the incident that took place over 2 decades ago? According to Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy bragged about the shooting and how he got away with it.
Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for the shooting in the nightclub in New York City with rapper Shine. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation.
Lil Rod isn't the only person spilling the beans on the incident. As it turns out, the victim of Diddy's shooting has been trying to tell the world that the music mogul shot her for years. However, her testimony has fallen on deaf ears for over 2 decades.
You have said since really right after the shooting that it was P. Diddy who shot you.
I said it immediately. I literally watched them pull out the guns. I've had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose.
So what exactly happened that night, and how did Diddy get away with it? On December 27th, 1999, Diddy and his then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez had been celebrating a soon-to-be-released album by Shine, Diddy's 21-year-old protege, at Midtown's Club New York. The night started like any other glamorous evening in Manhattan, with Diddy and J-Lo enjoying the vibrant nightlife. But as Diddy's entourage was leaving, carrying a bottle of champagne, he accidentally bumped into one of the club's patrons, knocking a drink out of his hand. The man, Matthew Allen, a street tough known as Scar, responded with a shove. Things escalated as one of Allen's companions allegedly threw a stack of money in Diddy's face.
Puffy and Shine allegedly got into an argument with another partier shortly before 3 a.m. Someone tossed a wad of cash at Combs as a sign of disrespect. Suddenly, all hell broke loose.
Suddenly, gunshots shattered the air, cutting through the music and plunging the club into chaos. Amidst the chaos, 3 innocent bystanders found themselves caught in the crossfire. Bullets struck 2 men and a woman. The woman, shot in the face, was rushed to hospital. As the wounded were rushed to the hospital, law enforcement descended upon the scene, determined to restore order and bring the perpetrators to justice. The nightclub, once a symbol of glamour and excess, now stood as a haunting reminder of the violence that had unfolded within its walls. Diddy and J-Lo were detained after a gun was found in their car as they left the nightclub.
The gun was discovered in the vehicle.
At that point, a sergeant on the scene ordered everyone who was in the vehicle under arrest.
Police charged Sean Puffy Combs and Jennifer Lopez with felony gun possession.
The vehicle was stopped after it fled the scene and jumped a set of red lights. The gun was found lying in the car and was identified as one that had been reported stolen in Georgia, and none of the 4 occupants of the car had a license for the gun. The couple were both charged with criminal possession of stolen property. Police arrested and questioned the couple after eyewitness claims that Combs fired a gun after a dispute at Club NY. Shine was also arrested and charged with criminal possession of a firearm. However, in 2001, a Manhattan jury acquitted the hip-hop mogul of all charges brought against him, including 4 counts of illegal possession of a gun and 1 count of bribery. But this is where the story gets a little more interesting. Shine, Diddy's protege, was found guilty of 5 of the 8 charges against him. Apart from that, Wardell Fenderson, who was Diddy's driver that night, testified that he didn't pull over right away and fled from the cops because the rapper shouted at him not to stop. After the chauffeur was stopped by police, who found a gun in the car, Diddy offered Fenderson $50,000 and a diamond pinky ring to say the weapon was his.
Fenderson testified that Combs was armed the night of the shooting at Club New York and later pressured him to claim ownership of a pistol police found when they pulled over Combs' Lincoln Navigator as it fled the shooting.
Rapper Shine has also maintained that Diddy threw him under the bus. According to Shine, Diddy's legal team called a witness to the stand to testify against him.
It's not a matter of, turning your back on me. Like, how do you call a witness to testify against your comrade?
The witness that Shine was talking about was Sharice Myers, a bouncer at the nightclub. According to Myers, when the shooting started, she fell on top of Diddy and that the music mogul didn't have a gun with him at the club. However, what she said next drove the last nail in Shine's coffin.
But even as her testimony helped exonerate Puffy, it implicated Shine. Myers told jurors that it was Shine who first opened fire inside the club, letting off 2 shots toward the ceiling. Shine's lawyers conceded that their client fired his gun, but only in self-defense.
Diddy has long maintained that he didn't throw Shine under the bus despite a lot of evidence to the contrary.
I did not force anybody or tell anybody to say anything that would damage or hurt Shine's case.
And now, after decades, Shine still maintains that Diddy set him up and sent him to prison.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison.
But if you think that this is the only time Lopez covered for Diddy, then wait till you hear about the sexual assault cases against the music mogul. The Diddy and J-Lo conspiracy. Although Diddy and Lopez are close friends despite being exes, Lopez has never said anything bad about Diddy. This is very strange, given that before they met, Diddy had already sexually assaulted multiple women. Diddy also faces assault cases dating back to shortly after his relationship with J-Lo ended. Is it possible that Diddy's relationship with J-Lo was the only one that wasn't problematic? Maybe. However, netizens have already decided that Lopez is covering up for Diddy. One piece of evidence netizens have to prove their theory is that Lil Rod's lawsuit details incidents that Diddy was already participating in the early 1990s. According to Lil Rod, Diddy had been secretly recording explicit sex tapes of various celebrities and politicians, using hidden cameras strategically placed throughout his lavish homes during his notorious freak-off parties. While living and traveling with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones discovered that Mr. Combs has hidden cameras in every room of his homes, the lawsuit read. Mr. Jones believes that Mr. Combs has recordings of defendants Lucian Charles, Grange, Ethiopia, Haptemariam, as well as other celebrities, music label executives, politicians, and athletes. Lil Rod alleged these individuals were recorded without their knowledge or consent, making the situation even more disturbing. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent, and as is the case with the homosexual sex tape of Stevie J that Mr. Combs provided to Mr. Jones, Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties. Upon information and belief, due to this treasure trove of evidence he has in his possession, Mr. Combs believes that he is above the law and is untouchable, the lawsuit read. It turns out that Diddy was already doing this in the early 1990s. A woman called Joy Dickerson Neal filed a lawsuit in November 2023, alleging Diddy had sexually assaulted her and recorded the incident. Joy Dickerson Neal was part of the same social circle as Diddy. Their paths crossed professionally when they both appeared in the music video for Straight from the Soul by Finesse and Sinquis. Despite Diddy's persistent advances, Joy consistently rejected him, maintaining a professional distance. However, Joy reluctantly agreed to an early dinner with Diddy on January 3rd, 1991, while on school break for the holidays. They chose to dine at the famous Wells restaurant in Harlem, a beloved establishment known as the home of chicken and waffles since 1938. Joy needed to use the restroom during dinner and left her drink unattended. She alleges that this seemingly harmless moment gave Diddy the perfect opportunity to spike her drink. Unaware of what had happened, Joy returned to the table and continued the evening. After dining, Diddy insisted that Joy accompany him as he attended to a few things in the city. Reluctantly, she agreed, getting into his car, a decision that would haunt her for years. As they drove through the city, Diddy produced a blunt and asked Joy to take a hit, to which she reluctantly agreed. From then on, her memory becomes hazy, a blur of fragmented images and sensations. Joy alleges that Diddy had intentionally drugged her, leaving her in a physical state where she could not independently stand or walk. Diddy drove to a place he was staying, where the night took an even darker turn. Joy alleges that it was here, in a place where she should have felt safe, that Diddy sexually assaulted her. However, the nightmare was far from over. Joy soon discovered that Diddy had secretly recorded the incident without her knowledge or consent. Devontae Swing, a mutual friend, allegedly told her that Diddy had shown him the tape. The worst part is that Diddy showed everyone the tape, according to Devontae. However, according to Lil Rod's lawsuit, recording his victims wasn't the only thing Diddy was doing in the 1990s and 2023. Lil Rod accused Diddy of drugging him and sexually assaulting him together with other men. Lil Rod alleged that during one of Diddy's infamous drug-rampant parties, he was drugged and Lil Rod recalls waking up naked, dizzy, and confused in bed with Diddy and two sex workers. And it turns out Lil Rod wasn't the only victim. Another woman, identified as Jane Doe, also came forward the same day as Joy with a disturbing account of her encounter with Diddy. Jane Doe's lawsuit paints a horrifying picture of coercion, and sexual assault, implicating not only Diddy, but also singer Aaron Hall. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe and a friend attended an MCA event in 1990 or 1991, where Diddy and Aaron Hall extended an invitation to an after-party. Upon arriving at Aaron Hall's apartment, Jane Doe alleges that Diddy coerced her into engaging in sexual acts against her will. However, the situation took a sinister turn when Aaron Hall forcefully entered the room, pinning her down and subjecting her to but the horror didn't end there. In another room, Jane Doe claims that both Diddy and Aaron Hall forced her friend to engage in sexual acts as well. Even more disturbing is that the lawsuit details an incident that occurred 2 days after the alleged assault. Fearing that his then girlfriend would discover the truth, Diddy reportedly went to the home where Jane Doe and her friend were staying and allegedly choked Jane Doe until she lost consciousness. That wasn't the only gang Diddy was involved in, as he, along with former Bad Boy Entertainment president Harve Pierre, was accused of a similar crime by an unnamed Jane Doe when she was just a 17-year-old high school student. According to court documents obtained by media outlets, the plaintiff Jane Doe claims that the incident occurred in 2003. She alleges that Harve Pierre approached her at a lounge in Michigan, claiming to be best friends with Diddy. To prove their relationship, Pierre called Diddy, and the woman alleges that Pierre and Diddy convinced her to take a private jet to Daddy's house recording studio, owned and operated by Diddy himself. The lawsuit includes photos that Jane Doe claims were taken at the studio that night, including one showing her sitting on Diddy's lap. According to the lawsuit, once at the studio, Diddy, Pierre, and an unidentified third assailant plied Jane Doe with drugs and alcohol. They then allegedly subjected her to a vicious and horrifying gang. The suit describes the incident as part of a sex trafficking scheme, with the defendants exploiting a vulnerable high school teenager and transporting her by private jet to New York City, where the assault took place. All these incidents prove that J-Lo must have known something about Diddy since he was a monster before and after their relationship. But what is even more strange is that most of the women in Diddy's life have come out to expose him, while others, such as Kim Porter, have died under mysterious circumstances. On November 15, 2018, the world mourned the passing of Kim Porter. Initially, her cause of death was reported as pneumonia. However, the first coroner's report ruled her death as a homicide, citing the presence of toxins in her body. Kim Porter was in the process of writing a book before her untimely demise, leading many to believe that she was about to expose him before she was killed. Another one of Diddy's exes, Gina Huyn, accused him of physically abusing her on multiple occasions. According to Gina, their relationship was tumultuous and filled with abuse. She described how Diddy would stomp and hit her, leaving her mentally, emotionally, and physically scarred. One of the most harrowing incidents Huyn described was when Diddy allegedly stomped on her stomach with such force that it knocked the wind out of her.
He stomped on my stomach really hard, and I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe. He took my hair and was dragging me across the grass in my hair with my hair.
This horrifying account is just one example of the physical abuse Huyn claims to have suffered at the hands of Diddy. She also alleged that he grabbed her by the hair and punched the back of her head repeatedly.
So I was laying on my back, and he stood over me and he started punching me like this, he avoided my face, but he like started punching me like on the side of my head, and I was just like covering my face.
Was Jennifer Lopez covering up for Diddy for all these years, or did the Bad Boy Records executive treat her differently from other women in his life? We may never know, but as we wait for his case to start, click on the boxes playing on your screen to watch similar content.
We begin with breaking news. Reports that a Holmby Hills mansion linked to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs was raided by Homeland Security agents.
Disturbing allegations take center stage as grainy footage of kids in Diddy's raided house is said to change everything we know about the hip-hop mogul.
Homeland Security agents have raided the home of rapper Sean Diddy Combs. Ongoing sex trafficking investigation.
This video delves into the complexities surrounding this case, as well as analyzing the leaked footage, its authenticity, and the potential consequences for Diddy's reputation and the music industry's handling of young artists. Diddy's private residence gets combed. Today, we have an exclusive story that will leave you stunned. Federal agents from the Department of Homeland Security have raided the residence of none other than Sean Combs, the hip-hop mogul, who has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. In this video, we will delve into the details of this shocking event and uncover the truth behind the raid, as well as the hidden footage released from the raids. So, without further ado, let's get started. Over the last several months, Sean Combs, also known as P. Diddy or Diddy, has been embroiled in a series of civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault and sex trafficking. These allegations have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, tarnishing the reputation of the once beloved music icon. As the lawsuits gained traction, federal authorities began to take notice, leading to the raid on Combs' luxurious residence in Los Angeles. The allegations against Combs paint a disturbing picture of a man who abused his position of authority, preying on aspiring artists and models who dreamed of making it big in the entertainment industry. The victims, who have bravely come forward, allege that Combs used his power and influence to exploit vulnerable individuals, promising them fame and fortune in exchange for sexual favors. As the lawsuits piled up, the public's perception of Combs began to shift. Once seen as a successful entrepreneur and philanthropist, he now faced a barrage of accusations that threatened to unravel his carefully crafted image. The media scrutiny intensified, with every detail of the lawsuits dissected and analyzed. Federal authorities, tasked with upholding the law and protecting the vulnerable, could not turn a blind eye to the mounting evidence against Combs. The Department of Homeland Security, known for its role in investigating crimes of national significance, took a keen interest in the allegations. Their investigation led them to believe that there was enough cause to conduct a raid on Combs' residence. And so, on a sunny morning in Los Angeles, a convoy of black SUVs, adorned with the official insignia of the Department of Homeland Security, descended upon Sean Combs' sprawling mansion. The raid was executed with military precision, catching Combs and his entourage off guard. Witnesses reported seeing heavily armed agents storming the property, their faces obscured by tactical gear. The raid lasted for several hours as federal agents meticulously combed through every inch of the mansion, searching for evidence related to the ongoing investigation. The atmosphere was tense, with reporters and paparazzi swarming the scene, desperate to capture any glimpse of the unfolding drama. As news of the raid spread like wildfire, the world watched in shock and disbelief. The fall from grace of a music icon was unfolding before their eyes. The allegations against Combs had already tarnished his reputation, but the raid on his residence solidified the seriousness of the situation.
Enforcement, and from our chopper view, we saw several people questioned outside of the home, and some have even been detained. There's a lot of activity out here, choppers up above.
In a statement in response to questions about news reports of a raid on Mr. Combs' residence, Homeland Security Investigations stated the following. Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. The department did not explicitly say who was the target of the investigation. Footage from Fox 11, a local television news station in Los Angeles, showed officers entering a home in the Holmby Hills area of the city, which the station said was connected to Mr. Combs' company, Bad Boy Entertainment. Another local station, Fox 11, aired overhead footage of the Los Angeles raid showing what appeared to be two of the rapper's sons outside the home in handcuffs. While they did not provide further details, it is clear that federal authorities are determined to get to the bottom of the allegations against Combs. The raid on Sean Combs' residence marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing saga surrounding the hip-hop mogul. As federal agents continue their investigation, the world waits with bated breath for the truth to be revealed. The shocking allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking have rocked the entertainment industry, forcing us to confront the dark underbelly that often lurks behind the glitz and glamour. In the wake of the raid, Sean Combs has remained relatively silent. His legal team released a brief statement denying the allegations and expressing confidence in his innocence. However, the public's perception of Combs has been irreversibly altered. Once seen as a trailblazer and a role model, he now faces a long and arduous battle to restore his reputation. The reactions from the public have been mixed. Some staunch supporters of Combs refuse to believe the allegations, dismissing them as a smear campaign orchestrated by those who envy his success. Others, however, are deeply disturbed by the allegations and view the raid as a necessary step towards justice for the victims. The entertainment industry, too, has been rocked by the revelations surrounding Combs. Many artists and industry insiders have expressed their shock and disappointment, calling for a thorough investigation and accountability. The #MeToo movement, which has shed light on the prevalence of sexual misconduct in Hollywood, has also played a significant role in shaping public opinion. In November, he was sued for sexual assault by Cassandra Ventura, his former girlfriend, who was also signed to his label Bad Boy as the performing artist Cassie. In her suit, Miss Ventura accused Mr. Combs of forcing her to engage in sexual activity with male prostitutes over a period of years. The suit said that as a result of those encounters, which took place in several cities across the United States, Miss Ventura was a victim of sex trafficking. Miss Ventura's civil suit was settled in just one day, with her and Mr. Combs saying their dispute had been resolved amicably. But her suit had a ripple effect and was followed by several more cases, each accusing Mr. Combs of sexual assault. Mr. Combs has denied the accusations against him. In December, after an anonymous woman filed a suit accusing Mr. Combs and 2 other men of raping her in a New York recording studio in 2003 when she was 17, the music mogul said, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear, I did not do any of the awful things being alleged." As the fallout from the raid continues to unfold, the world watches with anticipation. Will justice be served? Will the allegations against Combs be proven true? Only time will tell. But if history has taught us anything, it has shown us that these high-profile raids more than likely precede an indictment of the celebrity in question. Remember when Jeffrey Epstein's island was raided?
According to TMZ, P. Diddy's LA and Miami home are both being raided. The outlet says this appears to be tied to sex trafficking allegations, which have been levied against Diddy in recent months from different plaintiffs.
In the meantime, we must remember that behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry, there are real people with real stories, and it is our responsibility to listen and support those who have been victimized. The raid on Sean Combs' residence has far-reaching legal consequences that could potentially reshape his life and career. If the allegations against him are proven true, Combs could face serious criminal charges, including sexual assault and sex trafficking. These are grave offenses that carry significant penalties, including imprisonment and hefty fines. In addition to the criminal charges, Combs may also face civil lawsuits from the victims who have come forward. These lawsuits seek not only justice for the victims, but also financial compensation for the harm they have suffered. If found liable in these civil cases, Combs could be required to pay substantial sums of money, further impacting his personal and professional life. As the legal proceedings unfold, it is important to remember that everyone is innocent until proven guilty. The investigation into the allegations against Sean Combs is ongoing, and it is crucial to allow the legal process to run its course. Only then can a fair and just outcome be reached. But just last month, a major case was filed, and this case could have been the trigger for the raid on Diddy's residence. A music producer, Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod, said that Mr. Combs had made unwanted sexual contact with him and forced him to hire prostitutes and participate in sex acts with them. After Mr. Jones's suit last month, Sean Hawley, a lawyer for Mr. Combs, said Mr. Jones is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday and called his accusations pure fiction. But these accusations don't stop at sexual assault alone. In an amended complaint, Lil Rod also accused the embattled music executive of being involved in a shooting at a recording studio in addition to the sexual assault allegations he leveled against Diddy. Let's get into the meat of the story. Diddy's former details hidden shocking incident.
P. Diddy accused of sexual assault by producer Lil Rod.
In a lawsuit that has recently come to light, Diddy's former producer, Rodney Jones, also known as Lil Rod, has accused the music mogul of sexual assault. This scandalous lawsuit alleges that between September 2022 and November 2023, Jones was subjected to sexual harassment, drugging, and threats by Diddy. Jones, who produced 9 songs on Diddy's 2023 album Love, claims that he lived and traveled with Diddy during this time, enduring constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching. In this video, we will delve into the details of the lawsuit lawsuit, the disturbing incidents described by Jones, and the response from Diddy's legal team. Rodney Jones, also known by his stage name Lil Rod, is a talented videographer and producer who has worked closely with some of the biggest names in the music industry. His journey began when he first crossed paths with Sean Diddy Combs, the renowned music mogul and founder of Bad Boy Records. Jones's career took off when he collaborated with Diddy on his 2023 album, Love. As a producer, Jones played a significant role in the creation of the album, contributing his unique style and expertise to 9 of its tracks. This collaboration was a dream come true for Jones, as he had long admired Diddy's work and saw this opportunity as a stepping stone to further success in the industry. During the production of Love, Jones found himself living and traveling with Diddy, immersing himself in the world of the music mogul. This close proximity allowed Jones to witness firsthand the inner workings of Diddy's empire and the dynamics within his team. It was during this time that Jones alleges he became a victim of repeated abuse at the hands of Diddy, unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Diddy himself. These allegations paint a disturbing picture of the abuse Jones endured while working closely with the music mogul. It is a shocking revelation that has left many wondering how such behavior could go unchecked within the industry. The relationship between Jones and Diddy took a dark turn in February 2023, when Jones experienced a deeply disturbing incident. He alleges that he woke up one morning, naked, dizzy, and confused, in bed with Diddy and 2 sex workers. Jones firmly believes that he had been drugged by Diddy, leading to this unsettling situation. This incident further highlights the severity of the abuse Jones claims to have suffered at the hands of Diddy. But the abuse did not stop there. Jones also alleges that Diddy forced him and his 30-year-old son, Justin Combs, to procure sex workers for parties at Diddy's various homes. The threat of harm loomed over Jones if he did not comply with these demands. These allegations shed light on a deeply troubling environment surrounding Diddy and his associates, where power dynamics and coercion were used to manipulate those around him. In addition to the shocking allegations of sexual assault, Jones claims to have recorded several hours of video and audio of Diddy and his staff engaging in serious illegal activity. Among the recordings, Jones asserts that he has footage of Diddy providing laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his homes in California, New York, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Florida. These allegations, if proven true, could have far-reaching consequences for Diddy and those involved. Jones has taken legal action against Diddy, filing a lawsuit seeking $30 million in damages. The lawsuit not only targets Diddy, but also names Diddy's son Justin, Diddy's chief of staff Christina Coram, Universal Music Group CEO Sir Lucian Grange, and former Motown Records CEO Ethiopia Habtemariam as defendants. This broadens the scope of the lawsuit and implicates other individuals in the alleged illegal activities. As the lawsuit unfolds, the music industry and the public await the truth behind these shocking allegations. Diddy's legal team has categorically denied the accusations, calling Jones a liar and vowing to take appropriate action against those who make defamatory statements. The battle between Jones and Diddy is set to play out in court, where the truth will hopefully be revealed.
Lil Rod claims that Diddy forced him to work in the bathroom as Diddy showered, and that Diddy engaged in constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his.
The shocking allegation unfold. The recent allegations made by Rodney Jones against Diddy are not the first time the music mogul has faced serious accusations. In November, Diddy reached a settlement with his ex-girlfriend Cassie, just one day after she filed a federal lawsuit accusing him of rape and abuse. Cassie's lawsuit painted a disturbing picture of their relationship, alleging that Diddy provided her with copious amounts of drugs and frequently became violent, beating her multiple times a year. She further accused him of forcing her to have sex with male sex workers while he masturbated, filmed, and took photos. Since Cassie's lawsuit, 3 other women have come forward, accusing Diddy of sexually assaulting them in the 1990s and early 2000s. These allegations, combined with the recent accusations made by Rodney Jones, have further damaged Diddy's reputation and raised serious concerns about his behavior and treatment of others. These allegations sent shockwaves through the industry and tarnished Diddy's reputation. The public was left questioning the true nature of his character and the extent of his involvement in such disturbing activities. The settlement reached between Diddy and Cassie suggests that there may have been some truth to her claims, as settlements are often seen as a way to avoid further public scrutiny and potential legal consequences. But wait, there's more. In an amended complaint, Lil Rod accuses Diddy of being involved in a shooting at a recording studio in addition to the sexual assault allegations he leveled against Diddy. In the complaint, filed on March 4th, Lil Rod gives new details about the alleged 2022 incident in Los Angeles, which he claims involves Diddy and his son Justin at Chalice Recording Studio. studio. The shooting occurred a half a block away from Chalice, and it was a result of a robbery, reads a message the studio allegedly sent to an unnamed person, according to the amended lawsuit. The initial filing claims Diddy and Justin had a heated conversation with G in the studio's bathroom. When the pair left, Jones allegedly found G shot on the bathroom floor, claiming that Diddy later instructed the producer to tell police that he had nothing to do with it. Jones then brought G to the front of the studio, where an ambulance waited, he claims. Justin denied the allegations on February 27. A source familiar with the Los Angeles Police Department case told NBC News that Diddy was involved in the investigation, confirming that the shooting did not occur at or near the studio and those involved are being prosecuted. This can be a major reason why pictures of Diddy's son Justin in handcuffs have been circulating right after the raid. The impact on Diddy's reputation cannot be understated. Once seen as a powerful and influential figure in the music industry, he is now facing a wave of public scrutiny and backlash. The allegations have sparked conversations about power dynamics, consent, and the treatment of women within the entertainment industry. Diddy's image as a successful businessman and artist has been overshadowed by these serious accusations. As the legal battle between Rodney Jones and Diddy unfolds, the impact on Diddy's career and reputation remains uncertain. The outcome of the lawsuit will undoubtedly have far-reaching implications for both parties involved. It is crucial that the truth is uncovered and justice is served, not only for the individuals directly affected, but also for the larger conversation surrounding sexual assault and abuse in the entertainment industry. As the legal and official investigations are still ongoing, let's take a look at the more casual and unofficial opinions on the Diddy scandal from his contemporaries, as well as the fans. Celebrities and fans weigh in.
When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
Diddy finds himself at the center of a scandal that has shocked fans and celebrities alike. Sexual assault allegations have emerged against him, with multiple victims coming forward to share their harrowing experiences. In this section, we will delve into the world of social media and celebrity reactions as fans and fellow stars weigh in on these disturbing allegations. From singer Cassie's shocking lawsuit to the trolling antics of rapper 50 Cent, the controversy surrounding Diddy has sparked intense debate and divided opinions. It's no news that over the past 4 months, Diddy has grabbed headlines consistently for the numerous sexual assault allegations against him. One of the most significant lawsuits came from singer Cassie, who filed a lawsuit in November of 2023, accusing Diddy of rape and years of physical and sexual abuse. Cassie and Diddy had been in a relationship for over a decade, from 2007 to 2018. During their time together, Cassie claims that Diddy subjected her to violent assaults. In addition to physical abuse, Cassie alleges that Diddy coerced her into engaging in a disturbing fantasy of his called voyeurism. According to her claims, she was directed to have sex with numerous male prostitutes while Diddy masturbated and recorded videos. These encounters were referred to by Diddy as freak-offs. The details of Cassie's allegations are truly shocking and paint a disturbing picture of the relationship she endured. Just a day after Cassie filed the lawsuit, news broke that she and Diddy had settled the matter amicably. Both parties released statements indicating that they had agreed to resolve the issue outside of court. However, the settlement left many questions unanswered, and the public was left wondering about the truth behind Cassie's allegations. The allegations made by Cassie against Diddy shed light on the dark side of the entertainment industry, where power dynamics can be exploited and victims can feel trapped and silenced. It is crucial that we listen to and support survivors who come forward, as their voices deserve to be heard and their experiences acknowledged. Now that we have a better understanding of the allegations made by Cassie, let's turn our attention to the broader impact of these accusations. How have fans and celebrities responded to the scandal? Rapper 50 Cent, known for his provocative nature, has taken to social media to troll Diddy relentlessly amid the allegations.
And he says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity.
He has even announced plans to create a documentary that delves into the accusations against Diddy, further fueling the controversy surrounding the music mogul. DJ Academics has also been vocal about the scandal, targeting Young Miami, who was previously in a relationship with Diddy. Academics has called out Miami for her silence on the matter and has resurfaced old tweets in which she praised Diddy. These reactions from within the industry have added another layer of intrigue to the unfolding scandal. The public's response to the allegations has been mixed. On social media platforms like Facebook, opinions have been divided. Some fans fans believe that Diddy is guilty, while others maintain his innocence. The gravity of the allegations and the impact they have on the lives of the survivors have sparked intense debate and discussion. As the scandal surrounding Diddy's sexual assault allegations continues to unfold, it is crucial that we listen to the voices of the survivors and support them in their pursuit of justice. The allegations made by Cassie and the additional victims who have come forward shed light on the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry, where power dynamics can be exploited and individuals can be silenced. The sexual assault allegations against Diddy have sparked intense discussions among fans and the broader public. Social media platforms have become a battleground for differing opinions and reactions to the scandal. Let's take a closer look at how people have been weighing in on these disturbing allegations. XXL magazine took to Facebook to ask fans their thoughts on the accusations against Diddy. The responses were varied, with some expressing their belief in his guilt, while others maintained his innocence. One fan wrote, "Really could care less about anything another grown man does." This sentiment reflects a level of apathy towards the allegations, suggesting that some fans may separate the artist from the accusations. However, there were also those who firmly believed in Diddy's guilt. Another fan commented, "Whatever they said he did, that shit." This response highlights the belief that where there is smoke, there is fire, and that the allegations must hold some truth. Others took a more nuanced stance, acknowledging the possibility of exaggeration while still recognizing the seriousness of the allegations. One fan posted, "Some of it is probably exaggerated, but some of it is probably true. He was due some bad karma regardless." This response reflects the complexity of the situation, acknowledging the potential for both truth and exaggeration in the allegations. The reactions from fans on social media demonstrate the divided opinions surrounding the scandal. It is clear that the allegations against Diddy have sparked a range of emotions and perspectives among his fan base. Beyond social media, the scandal has also prompted discussions among the broader public. The allegations against a prominent figure like Diddy have raised questions about accountability and the power dynamics within the entertainment industry. Many are calling for a thorough investigation into the allegations and for justice to be served if the claims are substantiated. It is important to remember that these allegations are serious and should be treated with the utmost sensitivity and respect. The survivors who have come forward deserve to be heard and supported. Their bravery in sharing their stories serves as a reminder of the importance of holding individuals accountable for their actions, regardless of their status or influence. The reactions from fans and the broader public to the sexual assault allegations against Diddy have been varied, reflecting the complexity of the situation. While some fans express apathy or skepticism, others firmly believe in his guilt. The scandal has sparked important discussions about accountability and the treatment of sexual assault allegations within the entertainment industry. If you enjoyed this video, check out our other awesome videos on the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.